Hey guys, so I'm filming again. It's been a while. I know we're not going to talk about it because nobody cares. So today I'm going to be filming a what's in my kit video. I literally watched so many of these videos throughout the 7 years I've been doing makeup. Just because it's really hard to kind of like figure out like what you're going to need and stuff like that. But it's honestly just been like trying things at work, and luckily enough like I have a job to where I could really like try a bunch of different things out and figure out like what I like that works best for everybody and stuff like that. And really being able to just try things out. So I'm pretty happy with my kit right now. I feel like ask any like makeup artist and they'll say that like there's always room for improvement. Always room for improvement. Like your kit's like constantly changing, you're adding things, you're taking things out, you're just kind of like redoing things a lot. And that's why like it can get like pretty expensive. Again, lucky enough I have a job or I receive a lot of things for free, and or get a discount on things that I need to buy that I'm not gonna like get for free or whatever. So yeah, so today I'm gonna just show you what's in my kit currently. That's it back there. There she is. She's real cute. I'm gonna try to leave everything below, like mainly like where I got the bags and stuff. That top bag was from Amazon, and then my dad actually bought the Zuka for me, and I had been wanting a Zuka for so long. Like, they're expensive and I just was like, this is what I want, this is what I need, oh my gosh. And I could just never afford to get it on my own. And then one year my dad just gave it to me for Christmas or my birthday. I can't remember which one, but yeah, so that was a gift, which was awesome. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of take you through it. I hope that the lighting isn't terrible. You're not gonna be seeing much of me, which is why I didn't really care to put makeup on. I'm just gonna be seeing a lot of my hands, and that's pretty much it. Let's get into it. So this is pretty much hers. This is what I take with me whenever I'm doing a job, a house call, whatever you want to call it. This top bag, like I said, is from Amazon, and then this is a Zuka, which was gifted to me. I used to just have this Amazon bag was a recent purchase. I purchased this within the last year. And then yeah, so I used to just carry this and have a bunch of like the Zuka bags, and this was just like stuffed full. And then I started researching this bag just because I liked how, you'll see, but I liked how it pretty much just like opened up and you can just like work out of it. So this pretty much just carries like some extra little things. On the side I have this guy, which all the stuff that carries like my brushes is going to be empty right now. I did a wedding last weekend, and so I just have all my brushes out to be cleaned. So that is just like that. I used to use this, and I recently got something different that I think I like better, but this is just there because I mean I had to put it somewhere. And then, so you can kind of see the Amazon bag has this like little thing where you can just like slip it on, and then it's now kind of attached to the Zuka. Okay, so this is the bag from Amazon. This is what is on top of the Zuka. I'm just having it on the tray right now so you can like kind of see it better. It has these little like buckle kind of things on the side. I don't know if you can really see it because it comes with a strap. So you could like put it over your shoulder if you want to. I wouldn't recommend that because with the amount of stuff you could fit in here, it gets pretty heavy. And then you can see it has two different zippers, a little thing so you can carry it this way, and also a little buckle here. So if you open the top, what do I even have in here right now? I don't know. Again, I did a wedding recently, just this last weekend, so the stuff in here might be a little kind of usually not where it goes. So I just have like a really huge thing of like cotton pads. What it is this is just like contract for the wedding. And then this bag actually came with a mirror. I'm not gonna like point at you because then you're gonna see all the crap that you're around and it's not a good time. And then I have, I put this palette in here. Normally I have these palettes in my Zuka, but I just wanted this out of the way because it's the editorial palette and I knew I wasn't going to use this at all for the wedding because, I mean, no one really wants colors like this on a wedding. And then I don't know if you can see, I'm going to try and lift this a little bit. I'm going to take this out. But in there, there's a zipper and you can fit like not a lot. It's like pretty like tight, so pretty much anything that you like don't want like rolling around you can kind of put in there. So yeah, that's that. This area I really haven't figured out what I want to do with yet, so that's why it's kind of like bare. And again, like I said, as a makeup artist, your kit is always like changing, growing, getting smaller. Like it goes through a lot. And then this one is gonna be, and kind of pull it out a little. Here we go. So this is what it looks like on the inside. One thing that was really important to me when I was looking into these bags is these straps right here. Because I was noticing that, like, I was looking at Amazon on the reviews and stuff, and then in the picture it would have these, and then like customer reviews, like they would send a picture and say it doesn't have these straps, and then it would just kind of like flop open to the bottom. And the whole point for me with this is like being able to like work out of this, being able to set this somewhere in a small area, because most of the time you don't have a lot of space, being able to set this down and just work out of it. So it's kind of like hard if like this is like flopped over, because this kind of flips and then you have a bunch of, again, just like space to like work out of. And then you have a zipper here. This is where I keep my lashes. So oh, I also have my palettes. So like my spatula, my like stainless steel palettes, and then a bunch of lashes are in here. And then up here I have my brow pencils. I currently use the Anastasia brow pencils, not the Brow Wiz, the actual like pencil. Like that. They've been doing me justice. I just bought some Kat Von D brow powders as well because they're on sale. Again, these are some tinted brow gels in a few different shades. Some different colored eyeliners. So we have two different blacks. One from Urban Decay, one from Marc Jacobs. Lorac, this is like a brown, and that's like really nice army green color. They just look like that. And then in here, some Anastasia, what are these things called? I don't even know. Highlight duo pencils. So like on one side it doesn't have shimmer, and then on the other side it does. And then I have a few of the Pro Base pencils as well. So these are just kind of to like clean up the like under the brow, and or put over the lid as like a base. And in here I have, these are like concealers. I feel like I wouldn't necessarily use these as concealers. I like the colors for more of like highlighting and contouring. Like this one is a really nice shade for contouring. It looks like that. I don't know if it's focusing. But it's from the brand called Lorac. And then in here I have some mascaras, waterproof and regular. It's important to have both. Usually for weddings you end up using the waterproof because everybody plans on crying. A eye and lip primer, some lash glue. What's this? Oh, eyeliner. I like eyeliner like this because you can't really use pens on clients because there's no really like way to like sanitize it, which is unfortunate because one of my favorite eyeliners is the Urban Decay Precision Liquid Eyeliner, and it is so good. And can't use it on anybody because it's a pen, so I can't clean it. So yeah, I just use this one. It goes on really, really nicely. It's like super liquidy. So I just put a little bit on my spatula and use a brush. The only thing is it's not as like black as it could be. So that kind of sucks, but yeah, so that's pretty much what I keep up here. So again, oh, and then this little, you see this kind of zipper? This is where like you would put the mirror. That's what that's for. I don't know if you can see that, but I just zipped that open. So that's kind of like what that's for. Okay, so in here we have this little area, which is gonna be like all of my prep and tools. So I have some disposable sponges, a puff so that I'm not like getting everything everywhere, some alcohol, really important to sanitize, water, brush cleaner, micellar water, which I just use a lot of stuff, so I'm gonna have to refill that one. And then I have skincare that I use on clients, and then I have them in mini form because you could imagine having the full-size products in here would be kind of a disaster. So that's why it's perfect when I get minis and stuff from like Sephora. It works perfect for my kit. So right now I have a lot of Biossance. They're a clean brand and just a lovely, lovely, lovely brand in general. They're really, really safe for sensitive skin and stuff like that. So I find that really important. You're not going to find a lot of ingredients in here that are going to really aggravate any skin types. So this is a gel moisturizer, better for people with oily skin. And then this is my favorite eye gel ever. It is absolutely beautiful. It lays nicely underneath like concealer and foundation and stuff, which is really important because sometimes if you put something on, it could kind of not work well with the concealer that you're using, and then it ends up just looking a mess. This one I find works well with so many different concealers, which is really important when you're working with a lot of different products. And then this is a tea tree balancing oil. This is one thing I would say you want to just be careful on who you're putting it on, because tea tree can be a pretty harsh ingredient depending on like their skin type and stuff. So yeah, so this I would say more for people who don't really have sensitive skin, maybe skin that's a little bit on the drier side, stuff like that. And usually if I use this, I'm using a very, very, very small amount. And then I have my sharpener. This is the Ultra Repair Cream from First Aid Beauty. So this is just really, really nice for extremely dry skin. Even using it like on the body, it works really, really well. Super hydrating. Hand sanitizer, probably one of the most important things in your kit. And then another moisturizer, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I got this in gratis. Again, I'm so grateful. I feel like I have to always mention how grateful I am because this is like over $100. And I got it for free, which is absolutely lovely. So knowing like the brand and knowing like how the artist like works, Charlotte Tilbury, she loves this. I mean, obviously she names it Magic Cream. For pretty much everything, she preps the skin with this, and I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna use it, mostly because there's so many other things for me to try and that I haven't gotten into yet. So I figured I'd just put it in my kit and it'd be a nice little luxury for some clients. So yeah, that's in there. These little view set what do you call these? They're not pouches. They're like plastic containers. So I have, this one is full of like reds and pinks and purples and more like colors like that. I do want to get another one for a bunch of nudes. I have the nudes already, like some of these I want to depot, but I haven't gotten another one of these. And this one I have for like my disposables, so cotton, what are these called? Cotton swabs, mascara wands, and lip wands. I do eventually want to switch over to like the bamboo ones because It obviously sucks having a lot of plastic waste. Being a makeup artist, you get to be pretty wasteful, to be honest. But I already have all these, I already own all of them, so it would make no sense to throw them out because they're gonna be in the waste anyways. So so I am using them, but just until they run out, and then I will be getting the other ones. So that's in there. And back here, I have a Pro foundation mixer from NYX. I've never used this, never, not once. But I have it in here just for that one time because I know I'm gonna take it out and then I'm gonna do a job and I'm gonna be like, damn, I wish I had it. So I have that. And then I have, again, a bunch of minis, which is really important to me because, oh my gosh, imagine having to put all of this full size. Make It Forever Smoothing Primer. Oh, this is a full size. Boscia Mattifying Primer. Smashbox Radiance Primer. We get a lot of primers in gratis, and I personally don't use primers, so I literally just like throw them in here. The Hangover from Too Faced is a primer. This one I actually purchased because I absolutely love it so much. Underneath makeup, it is the Becca First Light. I would say, yeah, I mean, it's like marketed as a primer because you put it on before your makeup, but it's just like gives like such a pretty finish to the skin. So yeah, I absolutely love that. And then I have this is like a liquid highlight from Becca in Opal. And then I just put these in here because I didn't really know where to put them. I just bought them. So we have a few of the Bite lipsticks. They have really good nude colors and I'm just like obsessed. And the brand is really nice as well. So just some nice lip colors. So these are some of the ones that like I wanted to pot into another VSET palette. Just so that it can all be like in one spot and I don't have to like have these kind of stuffed in somewhere. I'm going to now. And then we can move on to like the middle area. I'm going to do the back first just cause. So I have an all-nighter spray. I think usually I put that in there. So in here is a bunch of concealers. I know you can't really kind of see them where you are, but I have a few what is this called? LA Girl Pro Conceal. I think I just have one of those. And then some Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear. These are really high coverage. Which is always kind of easier to work with the high coverage and then dilute it with something like an eye cream, or same with your foundation, work with high coverage and then dilute it with your moisturizer to kind of like thin it out. And make it less coverage or more hydrating or anything like that. So yeah, I have those guys, and then I have a few shades of the Shape Tape from Tarte, and then I have one shade of the MAC Pro Longwear. This used to be like the OG, like everybody wanted this in their kit. And then Shape Tape came out, and then I don't know what happened. So yeah, just a bunch of different concealers in there. And then like I said, I just bought these babies. So I'm kind of excited to try them. And I do want to get like a small palette to kind of like depot them in because I hate carrying around like a bunch of little singles like this. But they are the Kat Von D eyebrow powders. So let me show you. Just look like that. Yeah, okay, and then so middle. I have just like a bunch of palettes. So Sephora Collection highlight palette, Sephora Collection blush palette, and then Sephora Collection contour palette. So I have these just because it makes it easy. I also have, where is that? Oh, I think that's in the Zuka. I have other palettes as well that are for like this stuff. I bought these because I was like, okay, this is like literally perfect, you know, it's all compact in one spot, but I'm honestly not too sure how much I like them. Like the contour and the highlight I'm like okay with, and I'll use them until they're gone. But the blush I'm not the biggest fan of. There's just not that much variety. Like there's only 2 matte shades, and one of the matte shades I really just don't like. This one over here, like it would look just so dull on the skin. Like I really don't like that. So yeah, that's not fun. And then I have these babies. Again, I need to depot these. The only thing with these, they're baked, so you can see it has that kind of little dome. So the only thing I can put these in would be a Z palette, the dome one. And I don't really support Z palette, so I really had to figure something else out. But until then, they'll just be in there like this. And they're just baked powders. You can use them pretty much for so many different things. Then I have the Graftobian Cosmetics foundation palette. Mine's broken, but it just looks like that. So you can see it just comes with a bunch of different colors. You scrape it out, put it on your palette, and then you do some makeup. So that's what that looks like. And then I have the Kevin Aquan. Beautiful, beautiful baby. So this has 3 different sculpting shades, a blush, ombre, what does it call it? I don't know. And then it has like a highlight blush and like a little bit of a bronzer over here, and then 2 highlight shades, which you have to have Kevin Aquan in your kit, like at least 1 item. Like, come on, he's the king. And it's really, really pretty. And then I have this baby, which just has a bunch of different powders. So I have the Hourglass Veil, I have the Kat Von D Locket, I have the Milk Blur, and then the 2 different shades of Glow Powder from Laura Mercier. And then I have the regular Laura Mercier translucent mini size right here. And then I don't know if you can see on the side, I have these 2 eyeshadow palettes, just kind of like leaned up against. Soft Glam, a must, an absolute must. You can do so much with this palette. Everybody loves it. Like, it just works. And then the Shade and Light eye palette, of course, because again, these are the colors that everybody's wanting, everybody's looking for. So yeah. And then moving over to this side, hopefully you can still see, I have my foundations and concealers, more concealers. So I have 4 of these shades. They are the Too Faced Born This Way sculpting concealers. These are my favorite concealers, hands down. I like them better than Shape Tape, 100%. They're not as dry, they're not as matte, but you still get that really nice coverage. I have one of the shades from the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus. So this is going to be like the matte full coverage foundation that I want to carry. So I'm just kind of slowly getting some. And then with these foundations, I have them like depotted into little small containers, because again, lugging around a bunch of glass bottles is not the business. So I have a few different kinds. I have the Laura Mercier Flawless Lumiere liquid foundation. I have a few of the Jouer liquid foundations, and then my majority is gonna be the maybe it's not my majority. Oh yes, the Born This Way foundation from Too Faced. I absolutely love it. It looks beautiful on so many skin types. I'm really struggling back here. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. It has a natural finish, medium to full coverage. Like, it's everything I need. So again, I'm going to be working on getting my kit to be mostly these, and then also the Makeup Forever. So I have that, and then in this little back one, there's again more foundations, and I also just threw in some pot concealers that I have. These are actually correctors, so I have the Bobbi Brown corrector, and then my absolute favorite is the Becca under eye brightening corrector. I have not. You need this. You need this in your life. You need this in your kit. So yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. It's not heavy, it's not cakey, it's not dry, it's nice and hydrating, and it just does the freaking job, man. So yeah, that's what I have in there. Okay, I did just turn on my room light, so you can see this just because it's getting dark. So sorry that the lighting is not the best. But yeah, so now we're moving on to the Zuka. This is it. We have a little thing here. Again, I would keep like brushes, or usually I'll keep like a roll of paper towels, but most likely in there. So yeah, you really just have a lot of storage. There's like gum in here, like these blotting papers. And then in here, this little zip here, I'll keep my business cards. And then you have the same exact storage on the other side. I don't know why I still have this on there, but yeah, same thing. And then my wheels light up. So cute. Yeah, so this is it. And then you can sit on this or have your clients sit, but I would not recommend just because it's really low and you'll break your back. So yeah, just kind of zip this open. I'll tuck this in here. I'm gonna keep it open. And then we have some things on the side. So in this pocket, I just keep all of like my tools, my stainless steel tools. So like lash applicators, scissors, tweezers, stuff like that. And then this pocket, I have hair clips. So to keep their hair out of their face while I do their makeup. And what is this? Oh, my Blotterazzi from Beauty Blender. And then you could have things in this pocket as well. So, and then inside, you'll see, I don't know if you can see in there, I only currently have one of the Zuka bags and this case in there. But just so you can kind of see, there's like this like mesh thing that pulls down so you can have storage there. There's this little hook thing for I'm not too sure what. This is usually what I keep my brushes in. It's from Make It Forever. I forgot what it's called, but it just looks like this. So I'll kind of pack my brushes in there, throw them in there, and then when I'm working, I'll just like have it set up like this. And then as I'm done with the brush, I will put it on the opposite side. So I'll have like my clean brushes, my dirty brushes, just so that you're not mixing them. Gotta stay hygienic, folks. So yeah, there's that baby. And then my one Zuka bag that I currently have in here. I know this might seem like kind of excessive to have like this whole thing for this one bag, but again, your kid is always growing, it's always changing, like it works. Okay, so normally also what I have in here is, so like when I did the wedding, I put the touch-up kits in here. I had like a roll of paper towels, my big like black towel that I usually carry to kind of lay down on lay under everything. So yeah, it works. So this is what the bags look like from Zuka. They're different. The old school ones used to have like a plastic cover instead of like this like mesh. I do kind of prefer the old ones, just because like with these you can fit more because it's mesh, so it like kind of like folds and you can like just have more stuff in it. But with the plastic, it gives you more of like a flat surface and like more structure, which I do prefer, but I ain't complaining. So just open these. And then again, you can see I just have like a bunch of different palettes in here. So I have the Shade and Light Contour palette, which you can see is really loved. And then I have, as you'll see, a bunch of Z palettes, which is again purchased before they decided to be assholes. So I have blushes and like one highlight shade in there. These are the blushes that I typically use instead of that palette. So I have some Tarte blushes, Wet n Wild, and then I believe all of these are Makeup Geek. And then this I think is, what is this highlight? It's a Makeup Forever highlight. And then another Z palette with just a bunch of colors. A lot of these are Makeup Geek, MAC, and what's the other one that has like singles that I use? It's Makeup Geek. Mostly Makeup Geek and MAC. These are NARS. That's Sephora collection. Oh, Anastasia. That's what it is. And some Anastasia single shadows. So that looks like, and it is double-sided. So on this side you have a broken shadow. This is why you have to go through your palette a lot. My white broke. So all of these little rectangular ones are from the Kat Von D matte metal eyeshadow palette. And so obviously because I depotted them, they're a lot more likely to break. And they did. And then these are, oh, also from the matte and metal. So these guys and these guys are matte and metal. This is Sephora collection. Both of these guys are Sephora collection. And then just more little metal pieces. So I'm gonna leave this out so I can sanitize it and get rid of that color. My other two Sephora Pro palettes, so I have the Sephora Pro Warm and then the Pro Cool palette. Literally you can get anything done with these three, so these and then the editorial one, which is more just like colorful. And then I have my Anastasia lip palette, which has been an absolute lifesaver. And I have the Urban Decay Naked Basics, which just gives me a lot of really nice matte options, because sometimes some of these palettes don't have really nice mattes, so I just carry this because it has a lot of options. And then a little pouch that again came with the Zuka, just full of lip liners, a lip mask. Yeah, that's it. All lip liners. These are mostly Buxom. There's a few Kat Von D. I think there's a NYX and then a Lorac. And then the lip mask slash balm is from Bite. And that's it. But yeah, I hope this was helpful. Don't feel like your kit has to be perfect. It never will be. It'll never live up to your expectations. So yeah, just continue growing and evolving and learning and working. But yeah, that's it. So I hope this was helpful. And I'll see you next time. Bye!